What's up, guys? It's your boy Orlando, aka Magic, here with another episode of AverageJ.O.S podcast. Say what's up to my people, Jordan.
Yo, what's good, people? You know me as Jordan, aka Beast on Wheels. You already know the deal.
We know the dealio. Man, we're excited. This is our 12th episode.
Yes, 12.
Guys, keep liking, keep subscribing. The support is highly appreciated, right, Jordan?
Yep.
That keep doing that, guys. Keep subbing. Our goal is to get 1,000 subs by the end of the summers, and I think we're at like 30 right now.
33.
We're at 33 subscribers, so all those 33 people, shout out you guys. We appreciate you. This is gonna be a banger of an episode. With that being said, Jordan, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, so in this episode, we're going to be interviewing Orlando like you did with me in our last episode. So,
Peace.
so I'll be asking him questions, he'll be answering.
Yeah, that's what an interview is, buddy.
Yeah, hey, just for people who don't know what that is.
Hey, it's all good. They might not know. All right, let's get it.
Let's get right into it. So talking about Orlando, who is Orlando Cervantes?
Damn. The tough one right away, no softballs. Orlando. Who's Orlando? I think I would have to describe him by describing me. I have to describe who my family is because that's Orlando. He's a family-oriented person. He loves basketball. He loves God. Um, he loves people, and I'm a real big guy on morals. But besides that, I'm in love with the game of basketball. That's been everything and everything. That's where Orlando is.
So around what age did you start liking basketball?
Did I start? You know what? I went to a tryout. Remember the tryout I told you I went today?
Yeah.
We were talking about that. My guy Marco, shout out Marco, my guy. He went with me to the tryout, and we were talking about this, and we were talking about like when we first fell in love with the game. I told him that at first I was a soccer player. I played soccer from probably like kindergarten to like 6th or 7th grade. And then I remember one specific moment. It was the championship game of my 7th grade year. It was versus the best team in our conference. We were like 21-1, so we were really good at soccer. And then I got injured. And then I got injured. It caused me to miss basketball season because I played every sport: volleyball, soccer, tennis, softball. I played everything growing up. And soccer, like, it hurt because I was like, damn, I would have not want to miss basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, imagine just showing up to practice and not be able to play. Like, that's the worst. So I think at that moment, I knew I loved basketball more than soccer because I was like, I'd rather have gotten injured during soccer season and then played my basketball season because it caused me to miss 3 months. So after that, I was like, man, I never wanted to miss basketball ever again. And that's all she wrote. After 7th grade, it was just raps. And then I met you next year, and we went crazy.
Yeah, the 8th grade. That was a good year.
That was a historic year.
Great year. It's where we met each other. So now that you know when you started liking basketball or when you started playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know your team is Oklahoma City Thunder.
Right.
Best so team. How long have you been with this team?
How long have I been a Thunders fan?
Yep.
To be honest, I became a Thunder fan when the Sonics left Seattle. That was in 2008. So I was always a Sonics fan, and naturally, you had to become a Thunder fan, obviously, right? Because that was the team that they switched it for. So I was a big KD fan. He played, I think, 1 season or 2 seasons with the Sonics. I think one, right? It was only one. It was his
Yeah, I
rookie
think it
year.
was only one. Yeah,
And I think they should have stayed in Seattle, in my opinion. But I mean, Oklahoma City is a great city. I went there a couple months ago. But I just love, obviously, Gary Payton, the glove, Sean Kemp, Deadlift Shrimp, all those guys. And obviously, when they drafted KD, KD was, I didn't even know who KD was until I seen him play for Sonics, and I was like, I was a fan. And then when he went to OKC, it was just like, okay, well, he's going to be the best player in 3 years. And then 2011, 2012 came, and then he won MVP. 4 years later, that's crazy, right?
that is insane.
It took him 5 years to win MVP. That's the only MVP he won.
That's crazy.
And then Westbrook got drafted the year after, 2009, 2010, and then James Harden got drafted after 2011, and then that's when they went on that finals. No, it was actually the same year, I think, when James Harden got drafted, right? Or was Westbrook a year before?
I want to say the
Because
year before, but
because
I'm not
Westbrook
100%.
because Westbrook never played with the Sonics, right?
No,
Yeah, so he was the first year, and I think either James Harden was in the same draft class and he went the second round, or it was the next year. It was either one of those two.
that was one of
And
the
then
two.
obviously Serge Ibaka came over from Spain, and then Kendrick Perkins, we just got him. He just won an NBA championship, and he was like, we had a prime team to win. I still remember that like it was yesterday, and that's when I fell in love with the Thunder. And I'm still a Thunder fan because even though they suck and KD betrayed us, what are you gonna do? And now they're playing good. I'm gonna get a Chet Holmgren jersey too, but we need to get a good draft pick this year because we need to pair that somebody with Shea and Jalen Williams. Like we got two good. We got some guys. We got Giddy, Shea, Chet, Williams. Both Williams are pretty good, and hopefully we get somebody else this year that's gonna be pretty good. But yeah,
Okay, not bad.
hashtag
So
Thunderstruck.
that movie was garbage. Anyway, anyway,
That movie
anyway,
was garbage.
anyways, anyway. So going to your childhood, what would you say is your best childhood memory?
My best childhood memory. Does being 18 still count as a child?
Not necessarily, no. We're talking
I'm gonna
about
count that.
like elementary school type childhood.
Oh, okay. My favorite memory. I think when we were younger, all our family we used to go to a water park, and then for like 4th of July, and then we used to just go crazy all day on the water slides. Like that was probably the funnest. Or going to like Wisconsin Dells or something like that with my family.
Okay, okay. That's pretty solid and fun.
Right, it was fun. I like there was this thing called the wave, and it was like a big ass wave, and you had like a run away from it, and it was like because if you ran away from it, like you would go on top of the wave and you would ride the wave on the top. It was like this thing. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Okay, so talking about your family.
Mhm.
So do you have any brothers, sisters? If so, how many?
Yeah. So my close family that lives with me or that's in the same area as me is my two older sisters, and then I have an older brother, and then it's my mom, and then it's me. I'm the youngest out of the three, or out of the four, including myself. Yeah, I love them all. And then on my dad's side, I have like 3 or 4 siblings, like brothers, and those range in ages. And then um, I have a sister as well over there in California, to be exact. We live in Illinois.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, in the end, it's really all about family. That's what counts.
Oh yeah. Amen.
Yeah, amen to that. So, would you say you have a big family or small family?
Um, I would say I would have a small family here, like in the United States, but I have a big family in Mexico, and um, yeah, way bigger over there. It's just a lot more immediate. So I would say it's little here, like the people that I talk to every day, but it's bigger in a bigger like aspect of like my uncles and stuff like that. So yeah, that counts. And then some in California as well. I have some aunts and uncles over
Okay, what part of Mexico?
there. My mom is from the city of Mexico, and then I'm not sure where my dad is from. But a lot of my family live in like Jalisco. Shout out Jalisco, Mexico. If you ever go there, I would definitely recommend go there and try their mole. If you ever go to Jalisco, try mole. It's the best ever anywhere. It's really good, at least in my opinion.
That's good, bro. That's good. Okay, so moving away from your family now.
Uh huh.
Let's say you're having a bad day.
Uh huh.
What inspires you like to keep that bad like you having a bad day,
Mm,
like from ruining your day? Like what inspires you? Like,
okay. Yeah, I understand. So what motivates me to keep like being positive
yeah.
throughout my day? I think it's a factor of things, but to be honest, I think what I've learned. I'm 21 years old. I'm young still, so we still don't know nothing. But what I've learned so far in my short years of life is that right now I'm going through the process of doing what I love over what makes other people happy. So like right now I'm just really focusing on yourself, and I feel like if you just focus on yourself and whatever responsibilities you have, like I have a dog, I have two cats, I have to maintain the house, pay bills, whatever, right? Like that motivates me. Like even if I have a bad day or if somebody says something, I just have to be like, well, is this is this part of the bigger picture of what I'm trying to accomplish, which is my goals, my family, you know? So it's like that kind of motivates me. Just like I guess myself. You have to motivate yourself, I think. And if you believe in yourself the way I believe in myself, I think it's easy to do. You just it just takes a lot of practice because I mean everybody knows the would have, could have, should have people, right? I
Mm-hmm.
should have gone to the NBA, or I would have gone to the NBA if I would have done this in high school, right? We all know those people. Or you see like those 60-year-old men. Hey man, I and back in my day, I was the best in my class. Like I never want to say that, right? So I just
Right.
live every day, and if something messes up, just got to keep going, keep trucking. Choo choo.
Amen to that, bro. Amen to that.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up,
Uh-huh.
where are you from and where did you grow up?
Where am I from and where did I grow up? Well, where I'm from, like where I'm from, I can say I'm from Mexico because my family is descendants from there. So I say I'm Mexican American because even though I was born on U.S. soil, I'm still, that's where my heart is. Shout out to all my Latinos. Que viva México, cabrones. And where I grew up is specifically Maywood, Illinois. It's small, not too many people, a lot of crime. Not gonna lie, but it's a good. There's a lot of good people there. A lot of people, good people trying to do a lot of good. So it's not all bad. This just you just don't go out at night. That's it. You don't go past 9, 10 p.m. But other than that, you just that's where I fell in love with the game of basketball too. Like when I was going to middle school in Berwyn, where I currently live now, where I lived back then, I used to come to school here and then still lived in Maywood. So I would have to commute back and forth, and just playing basketball over there compared to over here, it's way different because obviously the competition is way better. And then I feel like that's what made me a better basketball player, just because there was more competitiveness over there, you know. But I mean, home is home. Home will always be home. I know Maywood and Melrose Park and Forest Park like the back of my hand. Like, but I mean, I yeah, that's where I'm from, and that's where I grew up.
Okay, okay. Yeah, there's always gonna be good and bad people. That's just how the world is. But I actually have one more question for you.
But
And this is, so if you could change anything in your life, what would it be?
if I can change anything in my life, what would it be? I think that's hard. Honestly, man, honestly, I'm not. I wouldn't change anything.
You wouldn't change anything at all.
No, because then if I would have changed something, then I would have not learned it from it. And I liked everything I learned, whether it been good or bad, whether it been on my basketball journey, whether it been with this podcast, whether it been with girls, whether it been family, my faith. You know, like you just go through things in life and you got to deal with it. And I'm grateful every day. So I just keep getting blessed every day. So I don't have to change anything. I know that's not the answer, but that's how I feel.
No, there's no right or wrong answer, bro. There is no right or wrong.
Facts, facts.
Well, now that we
Man,
know some stuff about you, yeah,
man, let's get
so
into it. Now let's get into the episode, Jay. This is gonna
yeah,
be a quick one, guys. We're gonna run through them because Jordan got to go to bed.
no, man.
All right, you ready? So
Yes.
we went through. Okay, let's start with the first one. Kyle Kuzma today opted out of his contract with the Wizards. What are your thoughts on it? First reactions.
First reactions. So, I mean, you know, he's a bum. I don't really care about Kyle Kuzma.
bro,
With his $13 million. I don't really
bro, I'm
care
gonna
about
cut
Kyle
this
Kuzma.
clip out and then I'm gonna put that and I'm gonna add Kyle Kuzma. That's so funny. My first reactions of Kyle Kuzma, he's gonna resign. So he declined the player option just so he can get more money. Because like, why wouldn't
He's,
you? You just let go of your highest paid player. They're paying. You know how much they're paying Bradley Beal?
oh yeah, they're paying him a crap ton of money.
Not worth it, to be honest, either. I mean, he earned it for sure. He definitely earned it, but not over the past 5 years. Like he hasn't done anything since John Wall was there, and that was like 6 years ago
What has
when
Kyle
Isaiah
Kuzma done?
since 2020.
Yes, after 2020, what has he done?
He got a big pink sweater.
Care
He
about
got.
more about modeling than he does playing
I was
basketball.
about to say he got a fine ass model that he's dating right now. She sexy as hell, but that's for a different conversation. All right, so moving on from Kyle. Shout out Kyle. Draymond, you seen these reports? I've seen some different reports. You said he's going to Phoenix. What was your first thoughts on that report when you saw that? Draymond to Phoenix.
So obviously it's a rumor. So we don't know if it's true or not.
Right.
But I don't think, like you said when we're talking off the air, Draymond Green is not enough defense for them. That you're talking about Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, all guys who are awful on defense. And you think Draymond Green is your savior for that defense?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that one too. I'm not going into the whole Phoenix thing. If it happens, it doesn't change anything for me. I think it would be crazy. I think it definitely make them a better. That starting five would be tough to guard if they could get the right system in play, but that's too many ifs, so I'm not gonna go into that. My if is if he goes back to Golden State. My prediction is if he signs back with Golden State, Jordan Poole and Kuminga are getting traded. That's my opinion. I don't think they're gonna run it back with the same team because it clearly wasn't enough to beat a 38-year-old LeBron James and a 30-year-old AD. It wasn't enough. So, like, why would you bring back the same team? Like, if you just lost with that same team, right? Because I asked you off the air too. I said, "Is that a championship team if they all those guys return?" You said no. You said no way,
Right. If it's
right?
the same team, I don't think there's no possible way they're contending for a championship.
So basically, I think Draymond Green is gonna resign, and if they trade Jordan Poole and Kuminga, they better get something. They need to get either another shooting guard to put next to Steph and Clay because Clay's gonna. I think Clay should come off the bench next year and start whoever they trade for, or if they don't, start Jordan Poole.
That's bold. That is bold.
That's what I would do personally because I'd rather have Jordan Poole start because he's younger, and I'd rather save Clay's legs for the end of the season. That's what I would do. If you're gonna keep the same team, you got to switch up the rotations. Because Steve Kerr, he's part of the reason why they lost. You know that, right? Versus LeBron, his rotations sucked ass. They were bad, in my opinion.
That's what I'd be saying though. Steve Kerr, he's not a good coach. He don't even have to coach half the time. All this half the time he won those chips. He had Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond. You really think he had to coach?
I don't know. That's bold. That's bold. That's bold.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's a good coach.
I mean, shit, he got like 12 rings.
He do.
He got like 12 rings, so I don't even know what to say about that one. And then other news, Gary Payton just re-signed. How much did he re-sign for the Raptors?
Gary Trent.
Yeah, Gary Trent. Sorry.
Gary Trent. What did he sign for? I don't think he signed for much. He didn't. They don't show his contract. They just saw he stood with his
He probably got the minimum then,
original.
which sucks. He could have got paid way more. And then
He 18 million.
18 million for how many years? 2?
18 million. It just says 18 million option. Player option.
So he was already under contract. They extended his contract.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he got an extension, so shout out Gary Trent. It's a bucket. Chris Paul waived from the Wizards. Going to be waived. Why does nobody want Chris Paul? I thought he was the top 5 point guard of all time. What happened?
He is a top 10 point guard of all time. There's a reason why
The
they
top
call him
10?
there's a reason why they call him the point god.
Wait, so there's 9 guys better than Chris Paul at the point guard position?
That's for another video.
All right, that is for another video. I'm gonna take your word on that. And then, all right, moving off Chris Paul. I'm tired of talking to him about his weak ass. I'm done with him. Done. Your Phoenix days are over. Your
We
Thunder
barely
days
even
are
talked about
over.
it.
Your Thunder days are over. Who's their Clippers days are over. The
Yep,
Rockets days are over.
it's time for his
The New,
Lakers day to get started.
the New Orleans Pelicans, Hornets were definitely over. So done. Point God. But moving on. The Bulls, they are going to trade for the 3rd pick in my prediction. That's my prediction for today. For Levine or DeMar. One of them are gonna go. Got to go. Like GTG, got to go. One of them has to get out of Chicago because Chicago has suffered long enough, bro. We need something better. And
Why not trade
hopefully,
them both?
I mean, they wouldn't. I don't think they would because then they would sell no tickets, in my opinion. But that is just me. Um, yeah, the front office got to get this shit together, but I think they're gonna trade for Scoot Henderson. But then I think Charlotte is not gonna let Scoot Henderson fall. They're gonna pair him up with LaMelo and see how that backcourt turns out. Get a big man in there and Brandon Miller or somebody. I don't know. They got to get somebody with potential. Somebody that's going to be good to give Chicago hype because they've been 10 seed for what? Past 8 seed,
The past 2, 3
9.
years.
Like they've sucked for a while, and with this team, like even DeMar's MVP year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even finish top 8 in the conference. Like what the fuck? But that's just my opinion. I think the Bulls should just trade everything and rebuild everything. But just for the sake of being rational and thinking logically, I think they're going to trade either DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine and trade him for a pick. That's my opinion. What do you think about that?
I think you're crazy. I don't think the Bulls are that stupid enough to do that. I mean, well, I guess the Bulls are that stupid, but the Bulls are stupid, man. They're gonna find some way somehow to mess this up. You already know how that front office is. That front office is one of the worst in the league.
Jerry Kloss. Jerry. Doesn't he own the Sox too?
So I don't know. The Chicago man, I don't know. The Bulls, I ain't with them. They always suck. They always will suck. They will never go back to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just had the parades in the '90s, and then that's it.
Yeah, not unless Michael Jordan comes out of retirement, Scottie Pippen. He ain't going nowhere.
Marcus Jordan gonna come out of retirement.
Hell nah.
Yeah, that was tough. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. Share with your grandma. I don't care if she doesn't like basketball. Share with your family, friends, whoever, guys. Always appreciate all the support, always. This has been real. It's Orlando logging off. Jordan, say your piece.
Yeah, and this is Jordan, Beast on Wheels, logging off as well. Hit that subscribe button.
Deuces.